All right, hello everyone. Eric Marks, FindingMiddle-earth.com, and today I'm going to do a how-to video on how to upgrade your Fujifilm cameras to the newest firmware upgrade. So we have a new firmware upgrade coming very soon in the next few days from Fujifilm. If you saw my very last video, I talked all about all the new features and the improvements that are coming with this firmware upgrade. And on that video, I got a lot of people commenting, requesting me to do this video of showing all of you how to do the update yourself. So I actually noticed that my Fujifilm X-T1 needs a firmware update. So I figured this would be a great opportunity to just go ahead and do that while I'm recording and show you guys how I go through that process. So let me go back to the home page here on Fujifilm so I can just walk you through this. So basically you're going to go to www.fujifilm.com, okay, and you're going to click on the support tab here, and you're going to click on download software and firmware. And then this is going to vary based on the kind of camera you have. I have an interchangeable lens camera, so I'm going to click here under the X system, and then I'll scroll down and find the X-T1, which is right here. And then it tells me right here that Fujifilm has the newest firmware update as of March 21st, 2017. So I'll just simply click that there. I'll scroll down. This is just some, licensing information, and it gives you a little step-by-step on how to do some stuff. So I'm just going to do I agree, begin download, and then one more time, click begin download. And then you can see down here in the top left of my web browser that it says just a couple seconds left to download. And there we go. So now it's downloaded. So before we can do anything with this file, it's very important that step one is we have to have a clean formatted memory card to put this firmware update file on. So let's go ahead and hop into my Fujifilm X-T1 camera, and I'll show you how I format my card. All right, so step one to this entire update process is to make sure that we have a clean formatted card to work with so that we can put the firmware file on the card. So I'm using the Fujifilm X-T1 today to do the update. So on the X-T1, click your menu button, go down to the wrench 3, very bottom there, and just simply find the format, select it, and hit OK. Now, if you're using an X-T2, you're actually going to come up here to the top left, and you're going to hold the delete button for about 3 seconds, and then you'll push the rear command dial inward. Okay, and if you do that on the X-T2, then the format dialog box will actually pop up on the screen, and you don't have to dig into the menu system. Okay, so now that we have a clean formatted card, let's go ahead and get the card back into the computer so we can put the file on it. All right, so now that we have a clean memory card, it's time to place the firmware update file onto the root file of the memory card. So go ahead and head into your computer's file management system here and find your memory card. So I just know mine is called Untitled, so it's right there. And I just simply find my update file and drag it and drop it right into the little main folder here, okay? And you might be wondering what I mean by the main folder. I just mean the root file. So since I formatted the card, there's no other folders in there. You just drag and drop it right on the card, okay? And you don't touch it. Don't rename it. Don't touch it. Just leave the file as is. So it's as simple as that. So now that we have the firmware update file inside of the memory card, we have it copied to the card. Let's go ahead and eject the memory card. And then after we eject the card, we'll go ahead back into the camera and we'll actually do the firmware update process. All right, so now that we have the firmware update file on our clean memory card, go ahead and put the memory card back in your camera here. I've already done it on mine. And what we're going to do, don't turn the camera on yet. You're going to hold the display/back button here, okay? Hold it with your thumb and then turn the camera on, okay? And keep holding it even after you turn the camera on. And when that happens, you'll see, by the way, when this screen comes up, you can let go of the display button. And when the screen comes up, you'll see it says, ensure the battery is fully charged, and it'll give you the current firmware version on your body and your lens. All right, so in this case, we want to upgrade the body version. So we're just gonna click OK on our menu OK button, and it's gonna give you a choice to click lens or body. So you just simply select body, hit OK, and then it'll tell you we're going from version 4.31 to 5.1, and you're just gonna say OK. And then it'll say, do not open battery cover, nor turn off the camera with the lens attached, yada yada. You just hit OK, or you hit yes, and then look at that. Do not open battery recover, turn off the camera during upgrading, and then these little, the progress bars will just make their way across. It'll do the firmware upgrade, and then when it's done, and it actually says complete, which I'll go ahead and fast forward to that now. So now that the firmware upgrade is completed, as you see on the screen, it'll just confirm that here and let you know what version it's on now. And then all you have to do is just turn your camera off. Don't press any other buttons, just turn the camera off. And then you can turn the camera back on. Okay, this time we're not going to hold the display button. Turn the camera back on, go back into your menu. We're going to go down to the wrench 3 again. Go ahead and format the card again. Why are we formatting the card? Because we want to get that firmware update file off of there. And so now you can go ahead and turn your camera off. You can hold the display button again, turn it back on, and see what the current version is just to make sure everything is good. So you can see, there you go, body version 5.10. So we took it from 4.3 to 5.1, and you're good to go. Your Fujifilm camera is now updated. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you would like to stay up to date on all of my latest photography videos and adventures, click the big subscribe button below. And if you would like to find out more about me and how to become a great photographer, visit my website at findingmiddleearth.com.